And simply put, this is exactly why Isagi is the GOAT. The officials for Blue Lock Chapter 354 have been released, so without further ado, let's talk about it. So the chapter starts with the beginning right before the game between Japan and England, with the commentator saying, all right, folks, it's time for the final match of the U20 World Cup's Group A, as the Japanese fans and the English fans are going absolutely ballistic. The commentator says the future of Japanese soccer is riding on this fateful match. As we see this beautiful artwork by Nomura, holy shit, really encapsulating what it feels like to be at a FIFA game, or World Cup game, because this isn't FIFA, it's FIFA, but you get what I mean. Seeing all the fans attending at the Blue Lock Stadium, sunny skies and all, with the Japanese flag being shown in all its glory, with the commentator saying the stage for this battle is, of course, Blue Lock Stadium. The skies are sunny and clear as Japan challenges the mighty England, the birthplace of soccer. The winner of the momentous match will make the advance to the knockout tournament. Both teams have the same win count, but Japan's lower goal difference puts them in third, and this can't end in a tie. As we see the U20 World Cup Group A with France at number 1, England at number 2, Japan at number 3, and Nigeria at number 4. As the commentators continue saying, finally, it's here, Natsuki. As Natsuki says, it sure is the final match. Just look at that packed stadium. We've got to get hyped up too. As we see the starting lineup for Japan being a 4-1-4-1, with Shido spearheading the entire formation as the sole striker. Sorry, Bottle fans. Yeah, your GOAT is just a bench merchant. Couldn't be my GOAT Shido, though. I mean, he's just Shido. You understand how that goes. And this time, instead of Bachira, Chigiri, and Rin, Yuki Miyazantetsu and Kyoto are the ones starting, as Hiyori, Isagi, Kurosu, Aryu, Aiku, and Gagamaru also are starting, with the commentator saying this is quite a change from their match against France, huh? They removed Renitoshi and formed their lineup around Ryusei Shido. What do you suppose they're going for here? Well, their attacks clearly hit a wall in their last match. I think we can expect some unforeseen explosive power, and those double wingers should make things interesting, which I would assume makes sense knowing Teddy is a winger and he's the new Gen 11 player, and they probably have everything centered around him. As the fans cheer Japan over and over again, the commentators continue saying, I see, both teams have their backs against the wall, and it's all over for whoever loses. Who will seize victory and advance to the knockout tournament? It's do or die for Japan and England. It's almost time for kickoff. We then cut to Ego and Henri talking to the Blue Lockers in the locker room, with Ego saying our preparations are complete. We've done all that we can. Now you just need to win, you lumps of talent. But don't forget, phrases like all your hard work means something, or even if we lose here, it'll be an irreplaceable experience. Those loser soothing platitudes are absolute garbage. There's no value in process, only results. And you can tell everybody is listening to this very intently, knowing that this is very true. Ego continuing saying, throw away all your past successes. Anyone who can't shine here and now is trash. You're not here to make memories. You're here to make history. As Shido looks at Ego, either happy or aroused, or maybe even both, I'm not really sure. It wouldn't surprise me. And Kurosu looking on intently. Those eyes tell me one thing. I know he's thinking to himself, damn, Ego might be right. This number 2 philosophy thing probably ain't gonna work well for me. You tried it. You tried it and it failed. Yeah, I know you're gonna have a change of heart. I know how you work. Continuing with what Ego said, so during this match, if the fear of losing or any sort of anxiety enters your mind, make it my fault. The worst thing you can do is freeze up from a fear of losing. I'll take responsibility for all of it. And if we look closely, we'll see Baro in his natural habitat, on the bench. He's already playing an immaculate game and he's not even out in that field. I mean, on the sideline as it stands. He's going to take this level of bench sitting and translate that to the sideline. Oh my gosh, it's going to be an immaculate game for him. Not on the field, on the sideline, of course. He's already given us a taste of what he's going to do. Oh, I can't wait. Ego continuing saying, your achievements are yours and your failures are mine. Burn that into your brains. So no matter what happens, strive for your own goals until the very last second. Continue to advance further as egotistically as possible. It's time, Blue Lock. Unleash your hunger for victory as the entire Blue Lock locker room explodes in cheers. Damn, this guy's really good at what he does. Bro's basically Optimus Prime here. Like, he's getting that much out of them. We then cut to the stadium entry passage with Gagamoto, Kyoto, Hiyori, Shido, and Isagi walking out onto the field, with Aiku and Karasu talking to one another. As Aiku says, focus on our positions when we transition between attack and defense. You should take your own advice there. You didn't do shit last game. As Karasu says, right, counting on you to hold the back line, Captain. With Zantetsu and Yukimiya saying, let's go wild, Zantetsu. Okay, Yuki, time for our double glasses attack. As we cut to Isagi saying to himself, Blue Lock is a super dark horse. I told everyone that. And anyone who thought Shido was wearing that captain's badge, y'all need your eyes checked, because holy shit, how did we get to that conclusion? It's obviously clearly Aiku still, not Shido. If I said that, y'all be losing your shit. Wild. Actually insane. To link my ego's playstyle as the rebel who devours the number one, with everyone else's ego. This way, I can be the center of the team again. So I guess we're just going right back to that again, because you just said, oh, let's be the dark horse. And now everyone, did y'all not learn anything from the France game? Like, I'm being so serious. Did y'all not learn anything? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Isagi continuing saying, we've been honing our egos all this time. But the more we do so, the more our egos grow in different directions. That's only natural. That's why a direct link between egos is so difficult. And that's why we need a shared objective. Even if people can't collab one-on-one, you can link people with a shared objective. We've reached that in our previous matches. On top of that, the more people you have, the bigger the objective needed to unify everyone. So now, the big objective of being a world-devouring super dark horse will join Blue Lock into a lethal unit and become the engine propelling us towards this massive challenge. As we cut to Gagamaru right next to Isagi and Kyoto talking, with Gagamaru saying, alright, let's do this. As Kyoto says, I can see the borderline of victory. Isagi continuing saying the team's minds have been unified. That leaves the question of how I'll score goals as a rebel. Ever since we lost to France, I felt frustration, despair, and an acceptance of defeat. As Isagi remembers back to the times that he utilized luck, he says, up until now, every time I've drawn opponents into a battle of luck, I've always won. But the fact that we lost anyway is proof that I'm not good enough to be the world's best yet, as we see an all too familiar feather fall to the ground, with Isagi continuing saying, if there's a god of soccer, I'm sure they're testing me, saying things like, can you become new again, Yoichi Isagi, as we see the puzzle pieces from when he scored the goal against the U20 Japan team, the first goal he scored in Blue Lock, and the moment he became the Demon King in the NEL, with Isagi saying, they're testing my ego. Who do you think I am, asshole? Talking to the god of football. As we see what looks to be the remnants or the beginning parts of the god of football, similar to the exact same look as to what happened when Ego was blessed with the god of football. Coincidence? I think not. As in the final page of Blue Lock chapter 354, we see multiple feathers from the god of football descending upon Isagi as he walks out onto the field, with him saying, I won't let this end with an incomplete dream, as he walks out to face England, the birthplace of football, as the match between Japan and England is soon to begin. That's why he's the GOAT. Nobody can do it better than him. Karasu was the center of the team versus France. But you don't understand how Isagi works. He's finna snatch that shit back from you like a chain. And Karasu was about to be yet another side character in the story of Isagi. Omi really thought this team was about to be his from here on out. That's not how shit works, big dog. It's Isagi's world, you're just living in it. And this man has the possibility, more than anyone, of meeting the god of football and the goddess of luck at the same time. A fusion of sorts. And if not that, then just the god of football, which no one else has been able to reach aside of Ego Jinpachi. I'm so ready for this game to start. This is going to be an absolute breakout game for Isagi Oichi. I expect to see that same kind of energy as we did in the Manshine game. Let's get this shit going!